recording. So, for starters, we can just give like a signature count at the beginning.
We have 209 signatures.
So we really want to keep pushing this and getting more people to sign it. And so something Savannah and I noticed once we got like a bunch of teachers on board at El Dorado, because we like emailed a few and then they like let more teachers know and more, is we got like a lot more signatures then, and they're even like having it being talked about in their classes. Like someone from Diversify Narrative is just like kind of plugging it, and then we're getting like more signatures that way. So if you guys can get teachers on board at your schools, then it like is probably going to be like a huge signature bump, as well as like nice to have like more support at the board meetings. So that's like a really good way to get more signatures. And if you like want help reaching out to them, or like you don't feel comfortable doing it, but you would want one of us to do it, we're totally willing to do that. We'd love to just get more people involved in any way we can. Yeah.
Yeah. So just a couple reminders that we've had for a couple weeks. Our Instagram is diversifyaps. It's going pretty well, so be sure to follow us and like our posts. Sierra Tyrell is going to take over our Instagram pretty soon and make some really nice posts, so we're really grateful for her for doing that. We also have a flyer that we send out in the weekly emails. I think we might have had the permissions off because Augustine emailed me about that, but I was sure to change that, so you can access the flyer and post it wherever you want. Yeah. Speaking of newsletters, we have a newsletter. Contact us if you'd like to be added. They're very informational.
So next week we're gonna hopefully have our amazing El Dorado teacher, Miss Kine, kind of be here and help teach us how to like board prep. And so we're like still discussing this with her, but like it's super important that anybody who wants to be like really like active in the board meeting is like here, so they're learning like kind of what we're doing and like what our structure will be. So if this like meeting time isn't working for a lot of people, like let us know so we can try and find a new meeting time, because it's super important that we're like all here and active and participating. And so with another thing with the board meeting, something Diversify Our Narrative is doing is they're collecting stories from like people about like their like high school experience of like reading literature and like how non-diverse it is. So we're setting up like an email where people can email like their experiences in high school. It can be anonymous, you can have your name to it, but we'll kind of have this to present to the board when we do go to the board. So if you want to share your experience, or you know anybody else who wouldn't mind just like writing a little blurb about like how they have how like the literature has affected them in high school, we would super appreciate it. And we'll have this email up and running by the end of today, and I'll put it in like the description of the video below so you can access it. But yeah, it's like we would love for you guys to email us and let us know what you've gone through.
Yeah. So about planning for the board, Melina and I have never been to a board meeting and kind of want to take a step back here because there's a lot more experienced people that would be a lot better about talking to the board. And so we know a couple of you on here have been to board meetings before, so if you don't mind us putting you on the spot, do you think, like, how much time do we have? Is there anything that you think that we should know or do? I don't know, just tell us about your experiences there, if you don't mind.
I would say the more people, the better. Just because there's like a statement, I guess you could say. I'm not really sure. Is it going to be a virtual board meeting, or will we? Okay, so I thought. So that may look a little different. I'm not sure if they can see everyone, but yeah, more people the better. And like, I think we're all very like knowledgeable about this subject and diversity and all that. And I think that's like half the battle too, is knowing what you're talking about. And yeah, I don't really know. I think that's it. I think we're well prepared already, just being involved in here. So
Cool, thank you.
And I think that our main goal will be to like amplify people of color's voices, not necessarily like mine and Savannah's, but other people's experiences, because that's been like one of our goals this whole time, is so like voices that might not normally be heard are really the ones that are like being heard in these board meetings. Yeah, so that's kind of been like our goal. And so I know that these meetings have been like pretty short so far, but they're going to start getting more intense, more informational. So just to like reiterate, it's super important that we be here, and if there's anything that like you guys, like again, if the time isn't working or something, please let us know so we can help you guys. We want to work with everybody.
Cool. Any last things to say before we leave? Cool.
Yeah.
Thank
you
you
for
for
stopping by.
coming.